Students, welcome to my channel. Today we will start molecular orbital theory. But before molecular orbital theory, there are some various terms which will be used in this theory. So before starting the theory, we are going just to differentiate, define the terms. The first one is the concept used in molecular orbital theory is of atomic orbitals and molecular orbitals. Now what are atomic orbitals? These are the orbitals which can be surrounded only by one nuclei or in which only one nuclei is buried. Or in further simple words you say that the orbitals which belongs to a single atom, that is called as atomic orbital, and these will be represented by the terms 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d and so on. Now whenever the two atomic orbitals overlap together, they will form molecular orbitals. Now the molecular orbitals are the orbitals which surround more than one nuclei is called molecular orbital, or which are formed when atomic orbitals overlap during bond formation. Now two type of molecular orbitals will be formed in this theory. One is bonding molecular orbital, which are having low energy than the parent atomic orbitals, and one type is anti-bonding molecular orbital, in which the energy will be greater than the parent atomic orbital. Now those orbitals whose energy is less than the atomic orbitals, that is represented by symbol sigma 1s, and whose energy is greater, there will be a hysteric over the sigma bond or the pi bond. Now the representation will be as following, that sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s and sigma star 2s, sigma 2px, sigma star 2px, pi 2py, pi star 2py, pi 2pz, pi star 2pz, etc. etc. All these will be termed as molecular orbitals. The next term which is used, that is sigma molecular orbitals. Now what are sigma molecular orbitals? These are the bonding molecular orbitals which is symmetrical about the line joining the two nuclei in case of coaxial overlap of atomic orbitals. The corresponding anti-bonding molecular orbital is called as sigma star molecular orbital. Now after the sigma we have pi molecular orbital as well. Now the pi molecular orbital is if the bonding molecular orbitals are symmetrical above the line joining the two nuclei in the case of parallel overlap of atomic orbitals, then the orbitals will be called as pi molecular orbitals, and the corresponding anti-bonding molecular orbitals is called pi molecular orbitals. I will further explain these terms when we start the theory, because by just explaining the definitions you will be confused that what the pi molecular orbitals and what does the sigma molecular orbital means. Now the most important terms which are used in the molecular orbital theory are paramagnetism and dimagnetism. Now what is paramagnetism? Paramagnetism is when the species, let's suppose an atomic form atom, ion or molecule which has one or more unpaired electrons. So such type of atoms, ions or molecules will be attracted by the magnet. Now this property in which the molecule is attracted by the magnet is called as paramagnetism, and the molecule itself will be called as paramagnetic in nature. Now all those species which are having no unpaired electrons in their electronic configuration, so they will be termed as dimagnetic in nature, and the species will be called as dimagnetic, and this property will be called as dimagnetism. We will further explain the two terms in case of oxygen and in case of nitrogen.